Welcome to Aussie Body Adventures Down Under. On this particular day, which was the ANZAC Day long weekend, my wife and I and my best friend of 40 years and his wife jumped on the bikes, packed up and travelled out to Dallarnil, which is about 5 hours. It took us a bit longer than that. Probably took us about 7 hours to get there in total, up to Dallarnil, and this is some of the footage we captured. So we've taken off down in Brisbane's southwest, and we headed west to Black Soil, to the BP at Black Soil. We did a fill up there, filled the bikes up, and the four of us headed off in the Fernvale direction. Fernvale is pretty familiar to us as a family. My brother lives out there, my cousin lives out there and his family, and my mum and dad once lived out there. This beautiful body of water is Wivenhoe Dam, and it's built on the Brisbane River, about 80 kilometres from Brisbane. It provides Brisbane and Ipswich drinking water and flood mitigation, although that's debatable about flood mitigation. It was completed in 1984 and it cost about $450 million, which is pennies by today's standards. It holds 1.165 million megalitres. If that doesn't make any sense to you, probably twice Sydney Harbour's volume. Esk was established as a key stop on the Brisbane Valley Rail line in 1886, and it grew from a dozen houses to a vital hub for timber and agriculture. Plenty of timber around here. We turn right onto Esk Hampton Road, and this road, which heads up to the range to basically Crow's Nest, is one of the best riding roads I've ever been on. Sure, there's a few potholes, but as for scenery and just going through, the eucalypt forest, it is absolutely stunning, and you'll see this by some of the recording that we have. Not much footage here, but we stopped here at Crow's Nest for a little feed and a coffee at the bakery, and it was pretty delicious. Crow's Nest was named after Jimmy Crow, an Aboriginal man who lived in a hollow tree near the town swimming pool. So once we left Crow's Nest, instead of going the New England Highway, Google Maps decided to give us a bum steer and sent us up Pears Creek Road. We weren't angry because it was stunning. It was a beautiful road to take. We just had a short dirt road that we had to travel on, but it wasn't too bad. And that took us out towards Blackbutt. This beautiful region we are riding through is known for three towns: Blackbutt, Yarraman and Nanango. The town's known for its rich timber reserves, agriculture, mainly cattle, avocados and peanuts, and I also have much loved family that live out this way. Two Harleys growl through Queensland's soul, four hearts united, the open roads call. My wife and I, on one beast we ride, best mate of 40 years, his bride by his side. Engines thunder, the hills come alive, through dust and breeze our spirits thrive. Fernvale's fields, where cotton once swayed, whisper old tales as our shadows parade. Esk iron tracks, where history clings, echoes the rumble our Harleys sing. Crow's nest hum, with Jimmy's old tree, a legend carved deep, wild and free. Blackbucks green and gold, avocados in bloom, frame rugged ranges where our engines boom. Yarraman's trail, where trains used to run, now feel the pulse of our Harleys hum. The Nango dust swirls kicked high in our wake, a brotherhood forged, no time can break. Gomeroi pumpkins roll bold and bright, laughter ignites in the festival light. Colston's calm, where the silence holds, Bigadine's heart, where the land unfolds. Dallarnil's fields, where roots run deep, guard quiet stories the earth still keeps. Two bikes, two couples, through valleys we soar, bound by the road in the years we adore. My love at my back, my mate by my side, on Harleys we chase, where the free winds collide.